Hey everybody, and welcome to Barber Dave's Barber Shop and Home. Before we get started, as always, please check www.theshavingcadre.com. We certainly appreciate it. And also, please like and subscribe. We're getting close to 1,000, and we certainly appreciate all the new subscribers. So like, subscribe, press that button. Down here, there's a bell. Ring that to get notified. And then also check out all the channels that I have listed down in our description section and all that. So please check them all out. So we certainly appreciate it. It's Tuesday. It's the last shave of the week before we end up going back to the shop. And we've got all kinds of fun stuff to talk about. However, whiskey, cigars, a jazz club, and a vagrant from a drugstore. What could this be? Be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Yes, this is day 28 of captivity. Is it the end? It's the end of February. Under normal conditions, I would say yes, but I made a commitment to the guys that are doing this Williams challenge to stick with it. And this is how much soap I have left, so I think we're going to go well into March. It's a thin pancake of a puck now, but we'll probably stick with it. There are some guys that are doing the crazy thing of just wiping the puck, wetting their face and wiping their puck one time and then shaving. So they'll be in this for a long time. If they can make it to 100, there's a prize involved. I'm not really interested in that, but I'll keep the soap going and the blade going as long as I can. So there's your vagrant. Your drugstore vagrant, as I said, is this. Williams. It never goes away. It's a wonderful soap, and the more you use it, it does get easier and easier to use. But it's a great soap. To me, it's not so much the soap, it's just the monotony of shaving with the same thing day after day when I've got a soap locker over there that's got just under 700 soaps that are begging to be used. But I've got some stuff on the way that when I do end this misery and captivity, that we will do that. Again, we're using the Feather Pro Guard on shave number 28, and we're using that in the Essence. The blade's doing well. I think the blade will definitely get to 100 easily. I say that now. Now, I'm not going to be shaving with it straight through. When the soap is gone, that's when I stop this challenge. However, I'm going to keep the blade going just to see how many shaves I can get out of it. And I'll probably be switching it back to the Vector tomorrow because I'm going to be going to the shop and I just need to get quick shaves. But maybe I'll keep it in here. I mean, as I said, there are some degradation, but not a lot. So our little puzzle today, the whiskey, the cigars, and you already know who the drugstore vagrant is. So we'll go over all the other stuff. I mean, most of you can probably figure it out by looking at the title picture. But, so, this is how the good Lord, in all his wisdom, wishes me a happy birthday. Now, Thursday's my birthday, and we're in Arizona. Let me say that again. We're in Arizona. We are supposed to wake up on Thursday, March 2nd, the day of my birth, with 2 to 3 inches of snow on the ground. Now, for those of you in the northern tier states, 2 to 3 inches is a big deal. But by the time I get up to the shop, which is quite a bit higher than where we're at, there's probably going to be 6 to 7 inches on the ground. Yay. Happy birthday. I know once you approach or are on the final slide to 60 years old a few years from now, well, not just a few, very close to 60, 58 to be exact, that, you start not counting birthdays. And that's all fine and dandy, but I still like to have sunny weather. But stick around. Those of us in Arizona like to do a couple things. We bitch and moan when it's cold outside and can't wait for it to get into the searing heat. And then when it gets to the searing heat, we bitch and moan how we needed to get cold again. Because here in Arizona, we really don't have 4 seasons. We have surface of the sun and Pluto. No, I kid. Actually, this next month, March, if it doesn't stay cold, ends up being one of our most beautiful months. March can be really windy here, so if you're into kite flying, it's great. But towards the end of March, early April, if things go according to plan, it becomes absolutely beautiful. Highs in the mid 70s to low 80s, and then with all the moisture and snow and rain that we've had this year, believe it or not, the wildflowers that will come out are amazing. If I can get out on a photo safari, I will take some pictures and post them here. But it's absolutely amazing. Where literally the mountainsides are just carpeted with African daisies, blue lupin, just amazing, amazing stuff. So it looks like it'll be a very, very good wildflower season. At least that's what we're hoping. And then, of course, all of that will die and it will get blisteringly hot. Yay! I will say that I am feeling the blade a little bit more today than I did yesterday. Now, some of that could be the soap when I took my shower, my prep. Well, that could be part of it, because I wanted to do a theme shave. So the soap I used is by Dr. Squatch, I think. And it's bourbon and smoke, I think, or no, bourbon or something like that. It's a nice whiskey boozy bath soap. Oh, and the good news is, for those of you that I forgot to mention yesterday, my production crew, I think, used my old tripod as a baseball bat for their annual softball game, but nobody can seem to remember it. So I had to order something new from Amazon, and that's what you're watching now. The cool thing about this one is that it actually has a remote, which is kind of cool. And of course got it through Amazon, and it was inexpensive. And the cool thing about it is that I've got a little shelf right here, and it sits right perfectly on the shelf. A little bit lower than my last one, but works great. So some things happen for a reason. Okay, let's go ahead and rinse off and see if we need any cleanup. Yeah, a little bit. That wine you just heard is our, what we like to call El Doggo. He enjoys the weather when there's sun, and he constantly complains and moans that we don't let him outside because he has his own couch apparently that he likes. But then he'll go outside for 5 minutes and then want to come back in. And unfortunately, we do not have a doggy door for security reasons, for cat reasons, and where we live out in the weeds. The last thing you really want is a cougar to stick its head through the doggy door, or a javelina, or a snake, or a tarantula. You know, as I've always said, everything here in southern Arizona either sticks, stings, bites, or tries to kill you. Okay, let's rinse off. Another DSBBS shave. So 28-day Williams challenge is in the books, but we're going to keep it going until the puck is gone. And I'm guessing we'll probably, I'm guessing another 15 to 20 days, maybe even a month. Like I said, the only shave that I will not be doing with this is on my birthday because, as Stuart Smalley says, dag nabbit, I deserve it. And for our witch hazel today, we'll be using Quinn's Lavender. If you haven't tried Quinn's yet, you need to. It's a great, great, great witch hazel. The only negative thing is they don't put out a lemon, which is sad. But I won't mention the other name, because we have tried repeatedly to even just get a keychain from them, and they say they don't do promotional stuff, but yet they spend thousands of dollars on advertising and we promote them. Now, we haven't gotten anything from Quinn's yet, but we haven't really reached out to them yet. So, and like I said, I put it on a damp face. I know my buddy Nurse Dave just uses a couple of drops. I just find that it emulsifying in your skin just leaves it, for me, it just leaves the skin feeling a little bit better overall. So, okay, let's go over the preliminary stuff of what we use today. Again, day 28, the Essence by Titleist with a Feather Pro Guard. Still going strong. Oh, and I also met, somebody had asked, probably in the next month, because that tripod issue happened, I am going to do a straight razor shave with the Titleist from the shop on one of my clients, and it'll be in real time. The last video I did from the barbershop, I sped up because it was a haircut and a shave. This will just be a shave, very close in, and I'll have a voiceover explaining what I'm doing for a full-fledged 5 hot towel facial massage, cologne, talc, shave from the barbershop. So keep an eye out for that, probably in the next month, month and a half, and that'll be posted probably during a Thursday or a Friday, more than likely. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, so for our brush today, from a good friend of mine, Brian, aka Scoso, the Teton brush, and this thing is just a monster. Synthetic and just beautiful to use. For our aftershave, here's where we get to the cigars and smoke and boozy and all that kind of good stuff. Going to be using West Coast Shaving, the Soloist, which is a aftershave milk that is fashioned after the EDP that I'm going to be using, called Jazz Club. Now this stuff is amazing. You get that cigar wrapper smell. You get a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of smoke, but very, very smooth. You get that chair leather that's really nice, and that's WCS, the Soloist. I don't think they make this anymore, or they might. I can't remember. And then for the talc today, we're going to be using Yardley Gentleman. This is a very spicy, peppery, just goes perfect with the booziness and the cigar and smokiness and leather of this themed shave. Okay, and then for our EDP, we're going to be using Replica, and this is by Mason Margiela, and this is called Jazz Club. And there are so many dupes to this coming out now. I know Frank at Ethos has one called Blue Note that is supposedly just wonderful. I have not tried it yet, but it's just a beautiful presentation, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful scent. And I do have the soap for Jazz Club, but like I said, we needed to add that dirty drugstore Vagrant today to do that. All right, folks, that's it. Certainly appreciate you joining us for all three shaves. I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home, and we really appreciate you being here. And continue to like, subscribe, comment. I'll try to get back to you. And we're so close to 1,000. And once we get there, we're going to have a big contest. And also, I'll be able to do so much more once we get to that point. Thanks. Have a great rest of the week. And we'll see you post-birthday. Have a great day.